Good day, one and all. This is Mike from Magic Solo Roleplay. Um, yeah, I'm going to be making a few channel updates. For those who've been watching my Joe's Jaunt story using Cairn, I've been tinkering and experimenting as I go along because, let's face it, I'm still new to YouTube roleplaying. Joe's Jaunt was initially designed, or not designed per se, but was meant as a podcast first, so I didn't have to think about visuals, and YouTube second. I actually found I enjoyed doing the YouTube side of it, the creation. But what I've found, rightly or wrongly, it's a bit of a contentious subject, but the more I've gotten into it and the more that I've been trying to adapt and create a good story, I'm finding myself relying quite heavily on AI art. Now, this is where obviously the controversy is because of how people perceive AI. I'm not completely against it. I do like what it does. I also understand the reasons against it. I mean, myself, I am a genuine art lover. I would much prefer to see other people do or produce work of their own. But my reasons for using it were primarily for ease and for speed of use. I don't have people behind me. I don't have anybody helping me do Magic Solo roleplay. So in order for me to create the visuals that I wanted, which was I was going down the comic book route, that comic book art was a good thing for me to be using AI with. It's not that I've got some skill in drawing. I'm not going to lie about that. I can do some stuff, but what I'm not very good at is putting stuff onto paper that's in my head. But having said that, that's also a practice issue. I don't practice drawing a lot. I mean, I haven't picked up a pen and paper for a good few years to look at. I think it's probably lockdown was when last time I picked up some art materials and to do some drawing. But like I say, yeah, give me something to copy. I'm generally fine with that, but I struggle with putting stuff down from my head onto paper. But having said that, that is where the challenge lies. I like the creation side of things. So the challenge for me, and I would probably get a lot more fulfillment out doing it, is to actually create my own visuals. But what this will obviously mean is that the gaps between each episode of Gerald's Jaunt will probably become longer because as I record each session, I also say, I will not know what I need until I've finished recording. It might be a few pieces, or if anybody's seen my last episode of Jailbreak, that was a lot. That was a lot of AI art that I had to generate to try and highlight Valen's escape from the Brotherhood. But again, these having to learn new techniques is never a bad thing. Having to pick up or refresh old skills is not a bad thing. And I quite look forward to doing it. But yeah, so going forward, I'm still tinkering. I still haven't completely found a format that I'm happy with, but hopefully in the coming months I will settle on something that I'm happy with. It will be visually entertaining to you, the people who've been watching my story, my solo roleplay story, and yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. But what I'm probably going to do in between each session, just so I don't leave my channel vacant for weeks on end, is I'm going to probably start talking about other aspects of solo roleplay, like games that I like or systems that I've found, or just even products that sound vaguely interesting. So, for example, I've found 2 GM emulators that have been recently that I'm probably going to talk about. One by Zoza Games and the other by Perplexing Ruins. But yeah, so that is where I'm currently at with my channel. I will keep the logo, mind you. The logo might be AI generated, but I like that logo, and that will be the only bit of AI generated art on my channel. Everything else will be done through my hand. Anyway, appreciate you taking the time, listen to my waffling, and then until next time, see you then. Bye bye.